When crafting a grant proposal, one of the most crucial sections is the literature review. This part of the proposal demonstrates your knowledge of the research in your field and helps justify the need for funding by highlighting the gap your project seeks to address. In this explainer, we walk you through the process of writing an effective literature review specifically tailored for grant proposals. What is a literature review in a grant proposal? A literature review for a grant proposal is a summary of existing research related to your project. It serves to A. Showcase the current state of knowledge in your field. B. Identify gaps or problems that your research will address. C. Establish the relevance and necessity of your proposed work. D. Highlight previous research findings that support your proposal's objectives. The goal is to convince the funding organization that your project fills an important gap and is worthy of investment. Step-by-step guide to writing a literature review for a grant proposal. 1. Understand the purpose of the literature review. The literature review in a grant proposal is different from a traditional academic review. It needs to be more focused and demonstrate why your research is necessary in the context of the funding agency's priorities. Be concise while showing a clear connection between the gaps in the literature and your proposed solution. 2. Identify relevant literature. Start by selecting the most relevant studies, reports, or publications in your field that directly support your project. Use trusted sources like A. Peer-reviewed journals. B. Government or organizational reports. C. Previous research funded by the same grant agency. Focus on literature that demonstrates the need for your project and supports your research questions or hypotheses. 3. Structure your review logically. A well-organized literature review should flow logically from one point to the next. Structure your review to introduce the research area, briefly describe the broader context of your research. Summarize key findings, discuss major studies that have been done in your area. Highlight the gap, show what is missing or what challenges remain in the current literature. Justify your project, clearly state how your research will address these gaps. This structure helps to build a strong narrative for why your proposal is necessary. 4. Concise and focused. Unlike a literature review for a thesis, a grant proposal review must be succinct. Grant reviewers are looking for clarity, so avoid lengthy summaries. Focus on demonstrating how your project is positioned within existing research and why it matters. 5. Show relevance to your project. Throughout the review, consistently relate your findings back to your proposed project. Make it clear how previous studies lay the foundation for your research or show why your proposed approach is innovative and necessary. Connect each piece of literature directly to the objectives of your proposal. 6. Use strong and persuasive language. Your literature review is not just about summarizing other research, it's about persuading the reviewers that your project will contribute significantly to the field. Use confident and assertive language to show that your project is well informed by existing research and is a logical next step. 7. Cite sources properly. Be sure to correctly cite all the literature you reference. Each grant organization may have specific guidelines on how they want citations to appear, so check their rules. Proper citation strengthens your credibility and shows that your research is grounded in reliable sources. Need help crafting a top-tier literature review for your grant proposal? Visit literaturereview.help for professional writing services tailored to your needs.